I'm going to spray these guys with a little sugar water. Makes them a little sticky. So we pour them in. Pull off the cap. This is a can of sugar syrup they use during transport to eat. So we're going to pull that out.
And how do they come? Car? Truck?
They come this
plane?
time run up in a trailer.
Okay.
Where are they from?
Georgia.
I wonder if they know any Tupelo honeybees.
You set that can aside. You can use that syrup in there or discard it. So the strap here is attached to the queen and the queen cage. I'm going to try to undo this without letting the queen fall in.
Mom, it's safe.
There's the queen. She's in there. And she's alive. She's the one with the big belly. So we're going to set this aside. We're going to do a direct release today. We're not going to hang the bee between the frames. We're just going to let her release her right in.
Okay.
These bees have been together for a while, so they already have her smell. And then we're going to dump them in. Sorry, place them in gently. Take the cork out. Place it down here on the bottom board. And just replace the frames. Center the frames. Pop the cover on. And you're cooking with gas.
So they go in through the bottom?
I'm sorry?
They go through the bottom?
Oh, no, they'll fly out of there. We're here at an undisclosed location with an old friend, Hani Hassan, who is going to be installing his first package of bees today. He's getting quite aggressive with the sugar syrup on the frames.
Okay, I'm gonna just sugarcoat all of them because I want the bees to be happy.
Contrary to my advice, he is wearing a full moon suit. There's a can of syrup, so no.
There's one in there.
So first, just start by prying off the that wooden cover. Now you probably have a trusty hive tool. I'm just using a 5-in-1 tool. You probably, I think you bought one, a real hive tool.
Yeah, I do have one, but this is working just as well. So, okay.
So don't let that go too far because you're going to need it in a second.
Put it right back on.
So now use your tool and pry up an edge of that can because you want to pull that can out. It's kind of hard with the gloves, I know.
Okay.
Now put that piece of wood right back on top once you pull the can out.
Yeah, you don't want bees all flying out.
Good. It's okay if a few come out.
They'll find their way home.
So this strap here, the black strap, is what's connected to the queen cage. So you need to use the hive tool or the 5-in-1 tool to take that staple out. Now, of course, I forgot my baseball hat today, so they're hitting me in the top of the scalp.
Yeah, you got one on top there.
It's not easy to get this thing.
No, it's not. And don't let
You got it.
don't let it drop in there. There you go. Hold on to that strap and shake the bees off a little bit, then pull it all the way out. You can move that cover back.
Yeah, just not go back. Pull that out. It's all right.
See your queen. Just look in there to make sure your queen's alive. Do you see her in there?
Yeah, she's right there. She's not marked, but she's there.
Yeah, she's not marked.
See the big gold one on the bottom?
Yeah,
That's your queen.
yeah.
Now, Patrick, we've been doing direct release today rather than hanging her. What do you have any thoughts on that?
You know, on a day like this, I would try to get them into the box as quick as possible. I'd just turn it.
I meant direct release the queen.
Oh, no. No, I would not.
Okay.
On a day like this, they're not going to be happy bees anyhow because they can't get out. They're not really going to do a lot of
Right.
rotation flights and everything else.
I do
shit.
have I do have tape inside in case we want to.
Here's a screw. So pull out the cork from the candy end with that.
Take this out.
Yeah, from the candy end. Yeah.
Is that the candy end?
Yes.
No, this is the candy.
Yeah.
Where all that white fondant
Just
is.
take this whole thing out. Okay. Don't lose that screw.
Okay, and you can actually pierce it with a little. Just stick that in there and make a little hole in it. Makes it a little easier for them to get to.
Okay. I'm supposed to put it in my pocket, but I'm not.
No, you can lay it on the edge. All right. It's time for fireworks.
So,
Here's the fun part.
so this is, you guys are making it sound too easy.
So I would just tap the box a couple of times to shake them down to the bottom, and then
Down?
yeah,
Just take the whole box, wrap it one time on the top of the.
Here?
yep.
There you go. And that settles them to the bottom.
That's good.
Yep. Now you
One,
can.
one more?
Yep. No, that's fine. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Now get those bad boys in.
Turn it
The
over.
girls in.
Shake them in.
Ah, shoot! I'm getting pinged.
Should I put more of the things or not?
Where remember over there?
I remember.
So we put them over here last week because we get the morning sun here. Now.
Yeah, and plus it's you're near the garden area, right? All right, we're here at an undisclosed location in Washington D.C. to set up 3 more colonies.
Excellent. Alex, you're all going to have the first baptism of fire.
You may remember Charles from last year.
That's right. So, you want to take this one? So we'll go far left. So remember there's a queen in here. So you need to take this off. First you take this off, the top bit off. So put it down here. So you need to take this off, and this is where the queen is. And use the other end. That's it. And there's a honey thing in there. I'm going to take that out. Probably easier to use the other end.
Now, Charles, over the last 2 days, we've been directly releasing the queen rather than hanging her between frames. But
Oh, you have been.
But I'll leave that to you. They've been in the packages now for 3 days,
Okay.
so they're pretty well. They sort of know her.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's up to you what you want to do.
So no, that's fine. Don't worry. So no, it's okay. Don't worry.
Now put that piece of wood back on top.
Okay. There's one here. Okay, so you take this one out, and then I'm going to get the queen. Done. Put this in here. You need to just now. So remember, there's this little piece of cork in the end. Just have to take this little piece of cork out. You know what? Can I have your tool? Right, actually, this. Any tips here, Jeff?
No, you know, I was using a screw yesterday, but maybe the point of this key or a nail. You have a nail on you, do you? Maybe this might work actually too with a sharp point.
If I push it in, does it matter?
No. Well, you're in the candy end, so
Rather than the...
rather than the releasing her end.
Oh, this is the release...
So you don't want to release her now anyway. What we
Right.
typically do is if you're going to do a direct release, then what we typically do is we dump the bees in and then pull that cork and put her on the bottom board.
Put her on the bottom board like this? After we
Yeah.
put the bees in?
Yes.
So put the bees in now.
Yep. Then pull the cork on the non-candy end.
Okay.
Lay the cage right on the bottom board in with the bees, and they will.
Okay, got it. Alright mate, so, you know what's next? You want to shake them all out into there. You need to be quite, that's it. That's it, now bang them all on one end.
Yeah, sort of rock it back and forth.
That's it. That's it, now. And if I follow you, just take one end, bang one end. That's it. Maybe a bit like this now. Got it? Yeah, that's as angry as they're going to get, I think. So now this is where we're doing a direct release, Jeff, so we're...
You can take that, if you just pull that strap off, you should be able to just pull it off with a certain amount of...
welly. Okay. So now...
Now pull the cork out of the non-candy.
This end.
I can't tell, but... Just keep your finger over the end when you pull it out.
Okay.
And then just put it down with that side up, just on the bottom board, in with the bees. And then the frame should clear that when you put the frames back in. And then in a couple days when you come back to check that hive, just pull that cage out.